Hi everybody, and welcome to the MissBitt Knits podcast. I am your host, Lily, and it has definitely been quite a while since we last talked. I tried filming this video a couple weeks ago, and I got it filmed, then things happened, and I'm just going to refilm it, and hopefully this one will go up. It's been a few weeks, I think it's been a month and a week or two, instead of every other week like I was planning. Things just got busy. And there was one point where I was really, really sick for like a week and a half. So I didn't get a ton of knitting done either, just because I just was so busy. Today here in Idaho, it is 71 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 22 degrees Celsius. It's very warm. We're supposed to get up to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not sure what that is Celsius. Very high. Which is really warm. It's been a very warm summer so far. We don't usually get this warm this quick. So it's not great. I have one finished object this week, which is this. This is, it's from, the pattern's from Caron, Yarnspirations, and I believe it's called I think it's just called a Fair Isle hat. The Fair Isle knit hat is what it's called, and I knit it in the Pantone, the little braids colorway. I got it in Provincial Lilac, so it's got this white, and this purple is kind of have a gray undertone, this really pretty brown, lighter brown, and then a silver. It's really pretty. It was my first time doing a pom-pom, so it's definitely kind of a little bit uneven. I think I could definitely retrim it, and I've never sewn a pom-pom on before, so it's a little floppy. So I might try re-sewing it. I've never done this before. But I knit it in like a day, and I'm very happy with it. It was very quick knit. I just wanted something that would fly off the needles. This is yarn that's been sitting in my stash for quite a while, so it's out. I think if you don't have the specific yarn, it would be very good for stash busting. I believe it's for bulky weight yarn. So if you have a bunch of scraps, that'd be great. Yeah, I noticed a lot of the comments were saying that was too small. I actually find that for me, it's like perfect size, and I had a good amount of yarn left over. Like I could have added an extra row in to every single one, except for this one, which I did add an extra row into the silver. But I didn't have any problems with pattern. I also didn't swatch, so that might have been it. But yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's a free pattern. It's only one size. But that's my one finished object that I have this week. I have not worked on my Cheka shawl at all. It's been sitting to the side. I haven't really wanted to work on it. I think it's the heat. It's just like my brain doesn't want to focus on anything that requires a lot of focus. But I have gotten a good amount of work on my Harvest cardigan. And try to find the ball before it flies away. I separated for sleeves, and we got a bit of length on the body now, which I'm pretty excited. I keep trying it on because I actually think I've picked the perfect size for me. It is great. I am really happy with it. I'm really enjoying this color. I think this is a good color for me. I think, yeah, the yarn is Cascade Yarns Lana de Oro Alpaca in the color Loganberry. I'm almost done with this ball. When I finish this ball, I'm going to try doing the sleeves, because I've heard about people doing the sleeves before the body, so that I don't have to sit and turn, because sleeves are such a small circumference. They don't have to turn as much weight. So as soon as I finish this ball, I'm going to do the sleeves. I just want to finish it first so I don't have like 2 balls of yarn hanging off my project. But yeah, very happy with this. The part I'm on, I'm not really having to increase anymore. I finished the increases, but now I'm having to do a lot of purling, which I'm not too happy about, and I think that's also kind of why I want to work on the sleeves, because it's all knitting. I don't want to do all this purling. I'm very happy with it. It's super squishy. I'm super excited. I'm hoping the next time you guys see this, I'll have like a sleeve done, because I feel like I can get sleeves done relatively quickly. We are going camping in a couple days, and so I'm gonna have a lot of time just to kind of relax and knit. Hoping time tends to go really quickly when I'm camping. So I do have 2 new cast-ons though. The first one is sock. It's not a fancy sock, it's just a plain vanilla sock. I believe this sock pattern is called the Summer Shorty set by Summer Lee. It's a Shorty sock set by Summer Lee. And it's just a pattern that comes with 3 short sock patterns. And this tends to be my favorite pattern I've used so far. It fits my foot very well, and it's very easy to read. But yeah, the color where the sock is, I'm not going to pronounce this correctly, but Araucania Huasco sock in the color Isla Grande. And it's just a really pretty white with blue, black, and brown. I have noticed that this did do it on the other pair of socks I knit with a different colorway of this. It does pool around my gusset. So right here I have the brown pooling. Here's the black pooling a bit. Blue is the most obvious right through there. But once you get to the length of the foot, it stays pretty variegated, which is nice. I really like the sock yarn. It's really soft and squishy. But yeah, I've been working on it. It had to sit up to the side for a bit because I finished like the heel flap, and then I was like, I don't want to do my heel turn for here. And it takes just a few minutes to do. I just didn't want to do it. Now I'm doing this bit, which is just kind of mindless knitting, which I've been doing while in the car, which I don't think I have a lot of progress on. I feel like I should have more progress on it for what I've worked on it for. But yeah, I'm enjoying the pattern. I do want to try one of the other versions of her sock pattern, which has like these ruffles along the top, kind of like those socks you had as a kid that had like the lace or the ruffles on top of them. She has one that has in this set that has ruffles, so I want to try it. I think it'd be better with a solid color sock yarn than a variegated. And I have noticed that with this pattern I only use about, I think, 40 grams of yarn for a set. So I can do about 2 pairs of socks with this pattern, which is great because I prefer the short socks over long socks, so I get more socks out of it. My last cast on is not very far in. It's a collar. It's for the Peep Show Pullover. The Peep Show Pullover by Morgan Woltersdorf. I'm not very far in. I decided to go with this one just because I wanted something that was mindless, that I can just sit and do stockinette with. I didn't have to worry about lace or shaping, because once I get past here, it's just mindless stockinette. I think I haven't completely read the pattern over. I probably should have, but I think once I separate for the sleeves, because I think the sleeve separation is a little bit lower because it's a rounded yoke, I think I might do some decreases and put a little bit of waist shaping in, just because I don't like my clothing like too baggy around my stomach. I feel like I'm in a tent, but there might be waist shaping in it. I don't think there is though. I am doing size 3, which is the 40-inch bust. That'll give me about 4 inches positive ease. Yeah, I'm pretty happy so far. I'm just on the ribbing for the collar. The 2 yarns I'm using for the contrast yarn, this is from Dragon Hoard yarn. This is leftover from another sweater that I knit. It's the color Sea of Poison, I believe, and it's her myth base, her myth fingering base. And Sea of Poison is just a really pretty deep blue. I'm not showing it super well, showing it a bit dark. And then this one is also from Dragon Hoard yarn. This is her Goblin Slub yarn, and this is from her Alice in Wonderland collection in the colorway Who Are You? But it's very it's very green and yellow base, and it's got like some pink and blues, and that's kind of the reason why I wanted to go with blue for the contrast, is I thought it would really bring out the blues in this yarn. So there is, I think it's a little more obvious when it's next to each other, so it's very yellow-green. Then you bring that blue, I feel like it helps bring out the blues in this yarn. So yeah, so it didn't look so warm. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. This is my first time doing slub yarn. It is definitely an experience. And I have noticed that the slubs do pool so far. You can see like I have a little bit here, there's some here, here, and here. Got 4 points of pooling slub. I'm not sure if that will change once I start increasing, once I get past the ribbing and I get to a bigger needle size. I'm still on the smaller needles. So hopefully that'll change, because that might be a little weird to have pooling slubs that going down your body. I would prefer it to be a little more, what's the word? Mixed. But maybe I should pull out the other skein I have and alternate them, but I've never done that before. And I'm sure it'd be good, but I don't know how to go about doing that. So I might try that. We'll see. If I need to rip back a little bit and start alternating, I will. But yeah, those are all of my cast-ons so far. Not working on anything else. I recently started learning how to embroider, and I am terrible at it. I think I just need some practice. I'm working on some tea towels. They're in the other room right now, and they're a mess. It's all tangly. Underneath, I should have looked up how to finish the threads on the bottom before moving on to the next color. I just kind of left them all hanging, and I should finish them probably before moving on to the next color, because it's kind of a tangly mess at the moment. But anywho, there are some patterns right now that are catching my eye. Mainly sweater patterns. I'm really wanting to knit not color work right now, more texture or designed patterns. The first sweater I have in mind is Gentle Rain Pullover by, I don't think I can pronounce this name, but Ksenia Nadion? I'm not sure. It'll be along the bottom, but it's just a very pretty, it's got like the V lace on it, and I feel like I'm really enjoying lace right now. I really want a lacy pullover. I've knitted lace in the past, but I've never done a lacy top, and that one's really calling to me. It's knitted with the worsted weight yarn, and it's actually, the yarn it calls for is paint box, which is really affordable. I don't know if I'll go with paint box, but it's very affordable, and yeah, I'm really enjoying the look of lacy pullovers at the moment. I think they're just really elegant looking, very feminine. There are 2 other pullovers that I'm looking at as well. Neither of them have been released yet. I think she's planning on releasing them, I think August or September or something along those lines. But the first one is Wood Woes, and I'm pretty sure it's just a basic pullover. From what I can tell in the picture that she posted on Instagram, there's not really a lot. I don't think there's any detail. I couldn't quite tell. Just a basic pullover, but it looked really comfy. The other one is Witchling, which is a color work sweater. It's got color work along the bottom. It's got the moons, which I feel like when I think of Tristan from Dragon Hoard Yarn, I think moons. I don't know if I mentioned that both these patterns are from Dragon Hoard Yarn. But yeah, when I think of Tristan, I think moons, nature, that kind of stuff. They're both really pretty. Neither of them released. I think they're both still in testing. So probably later this year they'll be, I'm pretty sure she said August or September. I can't quite remember. The other things I'm kind of looking at are a couple socks, but I'm not sure if I'm going to cast them on. They're really pretty though. The first one is the Woodland Walk socks from This Handmade Life. It is a free pattern. It's just a basic long sock with, it's kind of got lacy leaves going up the sides of it. I'm sure if it bothered you that they went up the sides, you could do it up the front quite easily. The other pattern I'm really looking at is Whispers in the Walls by K.F. Jones. It's part of her Swish Inflict collection, which is a Harry Potter based collection, and it's a lacy sock again. It's not super long sock, but it's like a little bit longer, and it's lacy, and I think they're cables. I don't think they're mock cables. I'm pretty sure they're real cables. And yeah, they're both really pretty. I don't know right now if I want to cast on another pair of socks, so once I finish this pair, I'm gonna probably, I kind of want to knit more socks, but at the same time I don't really want to right now. I think it's just the tiny little stitches, which I'm just not wanting to do. With tiny little stitches at a tiny little gauge, I want something big, quick, and easy right now. So I think that's why I'm looking at pullovers, even though like I can knit socks faster than a pullover. It's just, it just feels faster. I feel like you can see the progress faster on a pullover that is knitted at a, sorry, I'm playing with my chair, knitted at a bigger gauge, if that makes sense. It just seems more satisfying at the moment. Anywho, that is all I have for you today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful summer so far. And if you're in the southern hemisphere, I believe it's winter is starting soon. So hopefully you have a good winter. I hope you guys are enjoying the weather. It's, like I said, it's been very, very warm, which I'm not excited about. I like the colder weather. So I'm going to turn my AC back on after I finish filming this video. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, rest of your week, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!